Alright, what's up everybody? We are back with Season 3, Episode 5 of The Flash. This episode is called Monsters. So I just came off of the last episode. We've got a couple of very interesting situations unfolding right now, not the least of which is of course everything revolving around Caitlin, who... Killer Frost is really sort of coming to the forefront, I guess, right? Her hair is turning white, she can't control, seemingly, her powers all that well anymore, or at least while she was taking a shower. The whole place essentially froze down. So, I can only assume that this is once again a consequence, or an action, let's say, performed by Alchemy, right? That's what I would think, because Alchemy, of course, has been bringing all these people... Or giving them their powers, powers they were supposed to have in different alternative timelines. He's been trying to do that with a couple of characters so far. I can only imagine that, like, Caitlin is basically... it's still weird, because with Caitlin, we know that Killer Frost is a thing on another Earth, right? Not necessarily a different timeline or something. It's not that we time traveled. And that's where we found a Caitlin who was supposed to have this. So, I'm not really sure if, like, Alchemy... Yeah, again, there's also actually targeting characters from different Earths and stuff, or, if that's how he views it as well, if you get what I'm saying, right? But speaking of other Earths, we've got, Harrison and Jesse actually going back to theirs, while simultaneously now we're being introduced to a completely new version of Harrison Wells, a much goofier one for sure. I'm not sure... whether I can 100% trust him already, even though I feel like I should, but there was something he said that was basically, well, that I found a little bit odd, I guess, right? It's interesting too, because, this whole Caitlyn situation that I just talked about, nobody else is really realizing it yet, right? Except for Barry, who was basically warned, I think, by Harrison, or was it Cisco? No, I think Harrison told that to Cisco, actually, is that he said, like, be careful, because it wasn't actually us who managed to free Barry when he was locked up inside that mirror or whatever, right? Which they needed the code for. It was Caitlin who actually did that. It was Caitlin who also walked out the room along with Barry, and so she's the only one really that I would think Cisco would be thinking of right now. We're gonna have to wait and see, guys, but I think we're basically good to go. We've, of course, still got the whole romance situation unfolding as well. Barry choosing to actually move out again and getting his own place back. Which, should be a good thing, because Joe is finding himself really awkward around, Barry and Iris now. Joe himself actually seemingly getting close to, scoring a date, right? He didn't quite have the guts to say yes in the last episode. But I wonder, surely that's not the only chance he's going to get, right? That better not be the case. But anyway, for now, guys, we're going to dive into this new episode of The Flash. And of course, if you enjoy my reactions to the show, then you'll be able to get early access to the next 12 to 16 episodes straight away over on my Patreon page, which is going to be linked on top of the description. Of course, over there, I am also binging Arrow quite massively, 6 episodes a week. So go and check that out. Full-length reactions are being posted there too if you want to see me react to the episodes in their entirety. And you can also sign up as a free member and watch the next episode early right now as well. With that being said, let's dive into this new episode. Okay, happy, joy. Wait, does man actually already have the new apartment? I guess so, huh? That was quick.
You know you don't need to do this every morning, right?
Come on, it's the least I can do. I love Joe, but at some point, man needs his own space. And until I find my own space, that means your space. So as a token of my appreciation, 2 eggs over easy, bacon, toast. I can't remember, do you like it buttered or not?
Barry, sometimes a man just wants to butter his own bread.
Yo, so he's just staying with Cisco? I don't think Cisco was quite, all too eager for this. This is just how it goes in the Netherlands, though, because it's like, you're not getting a place that quickly.
Not sure how I feel about our other visitor, though.
Wells?
Please, call me HR.
So you don't like him?
No, it's not so much that I don't like him. It's just the way he says things. There's something about him. I don't know what it is.
Dude, he's only been here a few days. Let him settle in.
Nope.
No, we've had our Wells issues in the past, but you can't just stop trusting everybody or giving them chances. You can't live like that.
This is true. Wise words from a wise man.
The funny thing is also that we know that Cisco actually warmed up to the other Harrison, of course. What is this place she's arriving at?
I'm here to see Dr. Tannhauser. Do you have an appointment?
I appreciate the diligence, Jackie, but Caitlin's always welcome here.
Huh.
Even if I wish she'd call first.
Nice to see you too, Mom.
Oh. Oh, I was gonna say, I've seen Dr. Tannhauser before, but no, now I guess now I understand who she is to Caitlin. I was gonna say though, but I would imagine that Caitlin was coming to this doctor to ask about what's happening to her, but now that it's her mom, I actually don't quite feel like that anymore.
So, what brings you here? Well, I didn't forget your birthday, did I? I'm pretty sure I sent a card.
You did. In April.
Thank you.
I think we did actually see her already at some point, right? It's kind of lost, or it's, you know, escaped my memory, but I definitely recognize her face.
I had no idea you kept up on the literature over at Star Labs. That's still what it's called, right?
Yes, and I have a patient who could use your help.
Well, if you want to send over the file, I'll be happy to take a look when I have a chance. But right now, I have a shareholder meeting to prepare for it.
Oh, shit. Well, yeah, I guess there really was no hiding it anymore. That's going to be the same case, actually, with the other people at Star Labs soon enough.
I'm the patient.
Cancel my appointments and have Nigel meet me in the biolab. We have work to do.
It's serious now.
Sumptuous day. Oh, no, on this earth, I believe you say...
Good morning.
Good morning. And it is, isn't it? I mean, the music on your earth, well, it strikes a chord, no pun intended. Please help yourself. I find a crew works best when it's well-fed, well-rested.
Are those coffees?
I mean, listen, I appreciate the positive vibes. I appreciate especially how he's gotten rid of the top hat, and I hope it stays that way. He looks a little bit more Harrison-like now, if you know what I mean. But it's still a little bit overkill.
And an iced Americano with 3 shots of espresso.
Boom.
That happened,
That
Walter.
sounds good.
It's Wally.
Wally.
I just drink my coffee regular.
Oh, you'd best stick to decaf.
Not used to fancy shit like that. Oh yeah, you don't want Barry jittery. He's jittery enough already.
Time is of the essence. Here's what I propose, a series of team-building exercises. Now, I've hidden a series of clues all around the facility. What I propose is we break into 2 groups, all right? And you can pick a partner. You know,
Okay.
My guy, the funny thing is that technically we wouldn't be needing any team building whatsoever anymore. If you were to just act like the other Harrison, we would have very easily been able to embrace you.
Maybe you should just step back and observe, see what we do here, how we operate. Did you get that?
Excellent note. I'm going to run with that.
Where's Caitlin?
Note.
by the
Yes,
way? Have
so
you
she was.
I'm gonna take a note. That doesn't mean to say that I'm gonna actually do anything with the feedback.
All right, yeah, you know, we talked, and she knocked back a triple shot latte, and she left you a message. There it is.
Hey, it's me. I've got some things I need to take care of. I shouldn't be gone more than a few days. See if you can get along without me. Make sure Cisco doesn't touch my pizza pockets.
Wasn't labeled. You know what, guys? I gotta go.
I mean, once again, that should be a little bit sus, though, especially to Cisco, who should, you know, realize that, like, again, something fishy was going on with Barry, the way he was broken out, like, wasn't actually by their own efforts. He walked out with Caitlin. This should all be adding up.
You know, we'll do the team building exercises, and I'll leave the clues hidden in the facility.
How do you guys say see you later over there? Yeah.
Until next communion.
So weird.
That's like some kind of RuneScape emote we would do.
It's been brought to my attention that you've been giving yourself unauthorized access to your colleagues' case files.
Excuse me?
Along with multiple infractions. Repeated absences, disappearing throughout the day, phone call interruptions, guests in the lab. The list is pretty extensive, Captain.
You do good work here, Alan. Don't put that in jeopardy by thinking the rules don't apply to you.
Sorry, Captain, that's it.
What, you expect a man to be fired straight away, Draco?
9 different violations of regulations, and he gets a 15-second talking to. Must be nice.
We are done here.
Man always was a little Slytherin.
Are you really just being a tattletale? That's Bush League, man.
You know what, you're right. It's silly of me to think the rules actually apply to the golden boy of CCPD's crime. Detective.
Yo, dude. I can literally just see him say Potter.
Hey, is this important?
I don't know. Does 30 hits downtown on the MetaHuman app count?
All right, well, there's one way to see what's going on. I gotta go.
Most of the chatter's coming from the Harbor District.
Okay, that's a lot of activity. Oh,
You're
shit.
right on top of it, Barry. What is it?
It's a monster.
A monster? Holy fuck! What the hell is this alien creature?
There is a monster in Central City.
What are we talking? Yao Ming size or Andre the Giant?
No, it's like an actual monster.
Like Godzilla. God damn. Man, yo, this is definitely the craziest thing we've come across. I guess Grodd wasn't big and like the animators wanted a new challenge.
Cisco, where to go?
We got him. Head north 3 blocks. I lost him.
What?
Yeah, me too.
What, he escaped? Into some like portal again, or?
Every meta-human we've encountered has been exactly that, meta-human. So where did this thing come from?
Dude, I don't know where it came from, man. It just vanished. That's all I know. It was gone.
Yeah, but in my experience, things are always different.
What?
Then they appear. There must be a reason the darn thing can just disappear like that. Maybe the darn thing's got some kind of cloaking mechanism.
I mean, cloaking mechanism. Oh, wait, what? Well, the thing that was supposed to have killed the rival had a cloaking mechanism, is what we already argued, right? I was going to say, but with alchemy being here now, it's already clear that we're turning this into Star Wars, and so, yeah, getting monsters from a bunch of different planets does not surprise me anymore.
That's a good idea, but right now I would settle for how can we stop it?
Yes, obviously.
How?
On my Earth, we have ropes made out of carbon fiber. They are ultralight, but strong enough to pull a battleship. We could restrain it with that, right? What do you think?
Okay.
Okay.
I think it's worth a shot. We can spin it down in my workshop.
Yes, good.
Are we sure that Cisco is not going to seal the portal for Harrison to not be able to come back?
The beast must emit some kind of electrical pulses or way I could get a look at that transformer.
No, the whole place is a crime scene now with Julian in charge of it.
Oh, boy.
Julian. Who's that? That's the CSI guy you don't like, right? I mean,
I don't know. Either this Harrison is going to make your reputation with Julian even worse, or he's going to be able to actually improve it.
I'm Nigel, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
We're gonna help you figure this out, Caitlin. Let's get you to the lab.
I'm already getting the idea that Nigel was extra invested in helping her out. Maybe it's just me.
What's this? It's to test how your ability affects molecular motion. That shaft is solid tungsten and it's heated to over 2,000 degrees centigrade. I want you to cool it down. And when we determine how you can do that, we can figure out the best way to help you whenever you're ready.
Huh. Okay,
Don't hold back.
So we're just gonna freeze a lava tube, huh? Yeah, she's doing it all right. Exactly. If I was my guy over here, I'd be a little bit scared instead of like excited.
You and I, we got off on the wrong foot. We never managed to find the right one, and I'll take that. That's probably my fault. I'd like it if things changed.
It's funny, because I remember you saying something similar to that right before you stole the case from underneath me. Do you have any idea what it's like to work side by side with someone with such little regards for the rules?
Yeah, which keys were those again, and what was that actually about? I guess it's just not something we can actually undo anymore.
Whenever I read your reports, it's clear that your evidence collection techniques are far superior to mine.
Oh, shit.
Go on.
Hey, humans always like being complimented.
What if I gave up the lab?
Ooh.
There's a storeroom downstairs that I could convert, so if you let me follow you on this case, lab's yours.
Oh, you're gonna get some privacy, actually.
Okay, deal. You can't slow me down, though.
I would never.
All right, I'll call you.
What, all in the name of just trying to be on the right foot with him? Or does Barry have something else in mind still?
You ran off to Central City to play scientist with that disgraced quack.
I was trying to make a name for myself.
For 3 years.
Damn.
Barely a word. Until trouble hits, and then here you come walking through the door and expecting Mommy to drop everything in her life to try to fix it.
You have no idea what I've been.
Yeah, you have no idea actually who you just called a quack either, because I assume she meant Otto Harrison, right? Who wasn't actually Harrison.
She's absorbed all that energy?
I'm not sure yet, but if we can figure that out, this could change everything we're doing here.
I mean, I don't know what that says. Okay, she's got a bunch of energy, so sure. Like, all that tells me is, like, she's going to be able to continue using her powers, I guess, without ever running out of energy. Like a real superhero or villain.
Two forces on the opposing sides of the stadium, the tension built. No, it was like that movie, The Gladiator was the lead gladiator. What was that called?
Gladiator? I haven't even seen it, but that was pretty obvious.
I need to take a 5.
Yeah, let's get out of here. Let's take
By
a break.
myself.
Yeah, you go ahead. I'll keep working on this. So, entry AAA, :2. Plan is proceeding. Characters are in place. Nobody seems the wiser as to why I'm here.
Oh my god, dude. I am so not here for this again. Fuck.
Are things any better with Julian?
Oh my God, it's like every time I try to get to know the guy, he does something that makes it really hard to. All I know now is that he dislikes metahumans about as much as he dislikes me.
Maybe you should try and see things from his perspective. He might have a reason to dislike both of you that you don't know anything about.
Did you just
the
hit me with
keys.
the Joeism?
Well, sometimes he's right, sometimes he's not.
I mean, he gave you the reason, technically.
He was talking to the DA. He blew off a date with her.
I saw him do the same thing last week. I don't know.
Again?
Maybe he's not into her.
No, he's into her. I mean, when I asked him about her, he basically told me to buzz off.
Yo, he's just that insecure about it. That's crazy. I mean, you're not gonna get asked a third time, though. You know what I mean? Like, it's too late if you don't do it now.
Well, look who it is. Looks like I have an opportunity to see things from Julian's perspective right now. Sorry about lunch, I gotta go. See you later. Oh, I need that.
Always, dude. Oh my god, all their lunches, dinners, whatever, will always get interrupted.
You realize you haven't asked me once how I'm feeling.
I'm trying to keep emotion out of this. Believe me, it's for your benefit as much as it is mine.
Right, because that's your specialty, isn't it? Being cold? Just like
After what?
after Dad died. You realize you never acted like my mother again after Dad got sick.
I couldn't handle the pain.
Interesting. I wonder where we're going with all that, man. Because I was going to say, I mean, it's kind of normal to have to look at things in a very cold light from a scientist's perspective, right? You're supposed to just focus on the data and what you're seeing in front of you. But yeah, there's clearly something going on here too.
Losing someone like that, you have no idea what that feels like.
Actually, I do. My husband died over a year ago.
I'm sorry.
Oh, shit. She didn't even know about that, of course.
Someone in the city has to do something about these matters.
What do you mean? We have a whole police force working to stop these matters.
No, you have the Flash. I'm just saying that because of him, the police department has got lethargic. I mean, why do anything at all if the Flash is going to save the day every time?
Yeah.
It's a bit like you with the rule breaking, a momentary fix, and now you're lazy, sloppy.
Cool, thanks.
He's not, I mean, he's probably not wrong, right? Like, it kind of makes them, like, they're not going to take necessarily any responsibility. They're not going to work on improving themselves because they realize Flash is always going to show up. Again, he's got a point there.
The creature's movements, they seemed random at first, but they were contained to a prescribed area. You know, like the creature was stuck in an invisible fence.
Traffic cameras were down, right? Maybe it was being watched or controlled by somebody that needed to
up
keep
high?
it in visual range the entire time?
Yeah, I see.
Constricting the creature's movements to the line of sight.
Oh, I see. So somebody has been steering it literally from the rooftops. Well, next time it shows up, you know where to look. Ha. Ha. Speaking of, now's the time.
Hey, maybe we should split up.
No, that's a terrible idea.
No, it's not.
Do something, right? Whoa.
No. Barry needs to make his way up that building. Oh, shit. Did he catch any of that? I don't think he did, huh?
You're leaving us?
Yeah, things between my mother and me are complicated.
We can help you.
I don't need your help with the science. I can do that on my own. I came here to get something from my mother that I realize now I'll never get.
Love. Oh, what the fuck?
What are you doing?
What the fuck is the deal with this guy? I did tell you already. He seemed extra invested.
Sorry, Frosty. You're not going anywhere.
Oh.
Let me.
Frosty.
I am sick of working day after day, night after night, only to have my work benefit your mother. With the information I can get from you, I can finally get out of this place. So you're gonna stay here until I get everything that I need.
Oh, okay, so this really was all about her? Actually, I was already coming up with crazy theories about how he had been a victim of Killer Frost on, like, the other Earth or something, and he was sent here, or maybe a different timeline or something like that, but okay.
You are not going to test me.
Yes, I am.
No, Nigel. You are not going to test me. Now or ever.
Exactly. Be careful what you wish for, my guy, but this is obviously her just turning basically the same way Frankie did or whatever, right?
For whatever it's worth, I am so sorry.
Yep.
It's worth a lot.
Is she remembering now, though?
Now go.
What about?
I'll take care of him.
Yeah,
No one
okay.
will ever know about this, I promise.
Thank you.
Okay. So it's not exactly like Frankie, but it kind of is. But fucking hell, man. It's interesting. I mean, it's always the tense situations, the confrontations that kind of bring, you know, when you're calling to somebody's rage, I guess, right? It just turns her into that, and she goes crazy.
Can you imagine what it would be like to have those powers? I mean, I would be helping people. I would be improving the world. But I guess I wasn't one of the chosen few, was I?
That's it?
Wait, so-
You're mad at them because you weren't chosen?
Yeah.
Sorry, I mean, I'm just saying, it can't be easy being a metahuman, having your life, their lives change in ways that, you know, neither one of us could possibly imagine. It's gotta take some adjusting.
Yeah, I'm still a little weirded out by it, because it's like he clearly also just despised the Flasher, but for the only reason that he himself couldn't be that person. It's pure jealousy.
This internship thing we're doing is completely over.
Whatever.
I mean, he is the kind of guy that just like wants to do it all by himself, right? We saw it, of course, pulling out the gun when the alien showed up or whatever. He's prepared to do it all, but obviously he's not as gifted.
Maybe someone's pulling power out of the Transformers and using it to power the monster.
Power, yes, the monster. That's, oh, you just beat me to it, San Francisco.
San Francisco? I wouldn't want to be called after a city with such terrible circumstances right now.
Nice. Teamwork. So, P.S., where I'm from, on my Earth, we call that a problem solved. I'm gonna go for coffee. My Earth, the coffee was wiped out by blight.
Yeah, you told us. This guy,
He didn't
dude.
really do anything, did he?
Thank you.
I feel like I'm just not gonna get used to him, honestly. Yeah, I don't want to say this, but I was thinking he needs to go. I don't know if he will. I feel like he's not gonna stay around for too long, to be fair. I mean, maybe the whole season, but I don't know.
No, he did have the idea for the rope.
Reverse inception. He made you think he had the idea for the rope, but he didn't even tell us how to use it.
Okay, well, we're not gonna be caught off guard again. You should vibe him.
My pleasure.
We're gonna vibe him. Yeah, let's hope that reveals something about his actual agenda, because I actually wonder what it is.
Dad, you know Wally and I are all right?
What is that supposed to mean?
You know, we just want you to find someone.
I'm not having this conversation with you.
Dad, that DA is totally into you. You should go out with her.
Iris, I don't need you to be Cupid.
I also just don't think that it's actually about her and Wally, though. Like, she's figuring. This is really about Joe, but I do wonder why he's this nervous about it. Is there a reason for that?
Now that I'm falling in love with someone, I just want you to have the same thing.
Joe, alert every task force and sniper unit. Tell them to load up.
I should get to Star Labs.
Let me guess. The alien is back. I was gonna say, but like, yeah, we need to make sure every character in this show eventually gets their love interest, right?
What do you mean? Hey, dude, come on, you can't just go through his stuff. That's not...
I'm not going through his stuff. See, this is what I'm talking
Oh.
about. What even is this?
That's what he spoke
Now I
into.
seem to have won most of the team's trust, except Francisco's.
You are kidding me. Yo, already right now?
We know you're hiding something.
You've been burned. Twice. By a man with the same face as me. I imagine it's hard to trust after something like that.
You think?
I do think.
Oh, dude, this is definitely the good old Harrison, though. I'm sensing no difference anymore.
I've read his journals. I've found nothing that can tell me why Francisco feels the way he does, but I do hope I can change his opinion of Harrison Wells, and the two of us can rebuild that friendship.
Nah, dude.
Fantastic sea story to weave within the narrative.
Nah, he literally just like AI changed this shit. I don't know how he did it.
I'm a scientist and a novelist. I run Star Labs, and also I'm an author of science and romance. That's my niche, write what you know. And I thought, well, what better opportunity than to come to another Earth and pen yet another bestseller about my adventures here.
Yeah, no.
Why didn't you just tell us this in the first?
No. There was still the message that he spoke into his weird ass dot arrow that we saw earlier in the episode. I'm not sure what he's thinking of doing here.
I'm a scientist and a novelist. Do you think you can trust me now?
Trust?
Oh, you scared the dickens out of me.
Trust who?
There's a lot of characters right now we can't fully trust, actually.
Guys, I'm here. Tell us everything that you see right now.
Mayhem.
Fucking
And
hell.
Monster.
Okay, he's got the rope at least this time.
So we fashioned just the carbon fiber rope. But correct me if I'm wrong, we never actually discussed how he was going to use that rope, did we?
Guys.
You know, we could have done that before. I was going to say, but I'd actually be more interested in going up the building and seeing if we can find somebody who's like steering that thing, assuming that that is what is actually happening.
Barry, we're gonna do Empire.
Empire of the Sun, Barry.
What?
What?
Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back, Barry.
Just take it down like it was an AT-AT.
Just like an AT-AT.
Bigger they are, the harder they fall. Even I've seen Empire.
I like that.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen it too, but only once, so I would never be able to remember any of those quotes.
Guys, rope went right through it. It's a hologram.
Oh, that explains everything.
Yep.
We have to disrupt it before anyone gets hurt.
Okay, let's do that now. Let's.
I mean, we should have all the experience with well, we do have all the experience with holograms, being that we actually made a Snort hologram last episode, but I wonder if they're going to be able to understand who cast it.
Triangulate. The computer doesn't triangulate the signal the way, not the way I'm used to. This is a different size computer for triang.
Oh my God, I knew it.
What?
You're a fake.
What? What?
What?
What?
He's been acting like he can help. Because he doesn't know how, does he?
How? Triangulate.
Guys, which way?
Get the.
Oh.
You take over.
Oh, he's not even actually a nerd, basically, is what we're saying, huh? Yeah, he's more like an actor, I guess. He's just very good at acting. Jesus. Right through it. Oh, don't hit anybody else. Who is this? Wow.
Stop! Stop firing! It's a hologram.
Yeah, they still have no idea. Dude, imagine that, man. Imagine everybody just seeing something like that, and all that it is really just a massive fucking drug strip that everybody is essentially, yeah, collectively on.
Cisco, I need that location.
Hamilton Building, 25th floor.
I said put your hands up! It's the CCPD! Freeze!
He's confronting him. Julian is. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Just a kid.
This fucking kid was just staring that thing from his PC?
You're gonna pay for that one, buddy.
Yeah, I don't think so, man. I think you're the one that's gonna be paying for all the damage you did to this city.
Uh-huh.
For a very long time.
He's just a typical hacker type, huh? The typical kid that would call in a SWAT team on a Twitch streamer or something like that. Man's just messing around with the city. The fuck?
Hey, Splash.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Maybe his mind slightly changed.
I just wanted to feel powerful for a change.
And that did it. Scaring people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. You know, the kids at my school, they tease me every day. I'm the weirdo there. And I'm just sick of feeling scared all the time. I just wanted someone else to feel that way for a change.
Dude, that's a very, that is a very human motivation, though, I feel. And it's almost funny as an adult, like looking back at the kinds of things that I used to do or care about. It's like, oh, you're KD in a fucking video game, right? And thinking you're the god. or you had a skill, what was it, like a skill cape in RuneScape? Is that what they call it? Yeah, I think so. Getting like a certain skill maxed out or whatever, right? I don't know, getting a top comment on a YouTube video that had like thousands of likes, and it's like, honestly, who really gives a fuck? Right? None of it. It was all so trivial in the end. Right now that I've grown up, I don't care about it in the slightest anymore.
You were named Entrepreneur of the Decade by Tech Magazine.
That's right.
Is any of what's on here true?
All of it.
How? You can barely turn on a computer.
I mean, you could have faked that as well, I guess, right? Or at the time, it's like they thought he was actually successful and knew what he was doing.
There are two parts to every idea. There is the inception and the execution. I provide the former.
So you come up with the ideas.
Yeah, I don't know how to implement them. I'm the idea man.
So you didn't actually solve the cryptogram that we sent you?
No, that was my partner at Star Labs on my Earth. I'm the face of the company.
Which partner are we talking about here? Who's that going to be? Are we going to introduce him to the group now?
My partner brought me your message. I realized he's bringing me an opportunity to come to this Earth to write this book.
So many planets in the multiverse, and we happen to pick the one Wells who's not a scientist.
You're right.
So was this like weird message at the start of the episode? I forget exactly what he said, but like, was it also just going to be a part of that book that he's writing? I mean, I guess it actually might be.
It sounds to me like you're a con man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Was I a con man when I showed San Francisco here how to track the beast using car alarms? Was I a con man when I showed him how to fashion a rope using carbon fiber?
I came up with those ideas.
You were prompted by my suggestions. That is how ideas work. People, you need a muse.
So he's like, I contribute. I inspire, I guess.
No, you're lucky. We're pretty big on redemption and doing good here. So I think you can, I don't know, stay for a few weeks, try to prove yourself. But if not, back to your Earth.
Oh, phew. When I read that, I thought he was saying, fuck you.
I nearly killed a kid tonight. The monster we were chasing, it turns out it was just a hologram, operated by a 15-year-old boy. Flash came to save the day.
I mean, that's still nuts to think about, though. Like, which kid has ever managed to accomplish that over here? Nobody. But then again, this is a futuristic kind of world, right? I mean, it's a futuristic kind of world, but it's also still supposed to take place in the same year or whatever, right? That's like the weird part. I don't know how you pull that off. Maybe it's not actually supposed to be a futuristic year now that I think about it. Like, it's really not, right? It's supposed to be modern, actually. We just have a bunch of metahumans running around that makes you think that, of course. But again, how the fuck did the kid pull that off?
Back in England. It's a long line of generations of old money, tradition, nonsense, really. And
Magic money.
I was their firstborn son.
I can't help myself.
I was the odd duck who would rather go in the garden and collect samples of insects. Yeah, no, I wanted more.
So he kind of grew up with the Oliver lifestyle, except he didn't adapt.
And then just as I got to the top of my field, poof, the world changes overnight. Metahumans. I don't know a single thing about metahumans. I certainly don't know the first thing about stopping them, so rendered useless.
Yeah, I see.
I suppose that's the monster that I'm running from now. Just feeling powerless.
He's just never really felt like in control, whatever, right? Yeah, that sucks.
Change can be a good thing, you know? It can bring new experiences, new opportunities, people. Can treat them like a potential enemy or like a new friend.
Gotta be open-minded. That's the key.
You can stop. You can stay. I was really wrong about the Flash. So, I could be wrong about you too.
Okay. I appreciate it. You know, he's actually, yeah, embracing Barry's words, but he's also embracing opportunity now, I guess, huh?
The powers you have, the more you use them, the more difficult they're going to be to reverse.
Yeah, I see. You're not going back.
You must not use these powers under any circumstances.
Oh my god. She's out of control, dude. Yeah, that's the thing. She isn't even able to actually stop using them. I wonder if, like, again, assuming that alchemy was responsible or is responsible for her turning into this, like, the process didn't take this long with the other characters, did it? I'm not sure. Anyway, guys, Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and of course, you can get early access to the next 12 episodes straight away over on my Patreon page, which is going to be linked on top of the description. Go and check it out. You can also sign up as a free member and watch the next episode already right now. So, I'll see you there.